My name's Gail Woon. I'm a marine biologist and I live in the Bahamas. I wanted to talk to you about how I got into the environment and how I ended up founding an NGO called EARTHCARE. First, I grew up in this beautiful environment with the ocean, the sand, and my family were fishermen, so I got to spend a lot of time out in boats. So consequently, I learned a lot about the environment, as well, learned to love it. So I ended up going to college, university, and I did an Associate of Science in Oceanographic Technology. Then I followed that with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Technology with an aquaculture option. So my specialty is fish farming, anything from microalgae through clams, snails, finfish. So that took me into research and science. And when I came home after doing work in Australia, I was home and a teacher came up to me and asked me if I would talk to her second graders about the ozone layer. And I said, well, what do second graders care about the ozone layer? So she said, exactly. I want them to learn about it and understand what's happening. So at the time, our ozone layer was being assaulted by a lot of chlorofluorocarbons and was being destroyed, basically. So I found a way to communicate to the second graders, and a few weeks later, I found I was being asked by other teachers to talk to their classrooms about various environmental issues. So I was able to find some volunteers who would help me. We went into the schools and talked to teachers and talked to classes about various environmental issues affecting the country. So EARTHCARE is a nonprofit environmental education non-governmental organization, or NGO. And our basic premise is to spread environmental awareness. So now we've gone beyond the Bahamas. We are now speaking on a global level because the problems that are affecting our environment now, such as climate change, invasive species, and all sorts of things, are now happening globally, not just in the Bahamas. So we've been doing work with many different countries. One thing I want to express to young people is that you have access to a plethora of information on the internet. So if there is a certain subject that is of interest to you, you can look it up. You can find the experts to contact. You can find the universities that might be offering programs in that area. So you can either form your own NGO or you can go to university. There are many, many scholarships available. We've got, the United Nations has something called the Global Environment Facility, where they have monies available for countries all over the world to do projects that will help the environment, as well as hopefully stave off climate change. So I urge you to keep doing research and to feel like that you don't have to feel that you're limited in any way. You can look up the topics you're interested in, find out the universities that offer programs in those topics, contact them, see if there's scholarship monies available. The United Nations also has many scholarships available. So you don't have to feel like you're limited in any way. Take time, do the research, find mentors, and just decide what you want to do to help your country. And also, if you feel like you're limited in your country, there are other countries that are available. You can go and get experience in another country and then come back home to your country and offer your experience to help stave off sea level rise, climate change, and all of those things that are affecting us now.